I'll give now Jesus' final paragraph. Lay your worries at the feet of God, you who are too few to counterbalance the many who keep God's rigour alive. You who have remained devoted to him, notwithstanding the dreadful times which are increasing from day to day. He will send you his angel, as he sent the Saviour to the world. Do not be afraid. Be united to the cross. It has always defeated the snares of the demon, who with the cruelties of men and the sadness of life endeavours to drive to desperation, that is, to separation from God, the hearts he cannot conquer in any other way. And there ends Jesus' dictation. And there we find one of the explanations for war. Elsewhere, Jesus says in the writings of Maria Valtorta that war occurs because of sin. It is our sinfulness that produces wars. One could perhaps say that yes, because our sinfulness gives an opportunity to the devil, so there might be a sin over here which is not directly connected with waging war, but it gives an opportunity to the devil to intrude himself in our lives. And when he's intruded himself in national life sufficiently, then the nation will give rise to leaders who are not good, who are bent on serving their own interests, and in the end, that selfishness will result in war. That is my speculation. But we have another statement here, because what I've just said is derived from what Jesus says elsewhere about the cause of wars. But the ultimate purpose of war, the reason why Satan will unite himself to wicked men, selfish men, in the business of fomenting war, is because it will separate from God the hearts Satan cannot conquer in any other way. Because men are then driven to desperation. So if we see on our television screens vivid images of children who have been killed, adults who've been killed, people who've survived but are maimed, how many of them will, in the end, curse God because they believed in him and yet he did not protect them? How many will become atheists? How many will just become indifferent? How many will be so shocked that the spiritual life will just drain away from them? This is Satan's aim. And it's very hard to prevent that happening. And that is one of the great tools of war. So when we, in Britain, or our ally, the United States, or any of the European nations, decide we're going to embark on war, we as Catholics must think of the consequences for human souls. We really must, because these are the most important treasures that God has given to creation. And if we are willing to squander them for petty objectives, or objectives which seem important but actually are nothing compared to the value of souls, then we'll have to answer to God.